or at least a threat. And it looks like tomorrow again, another threat. So let's get right to it. A beautiful day right now, looking from the Santa Barbara Harbor off to the southeast. Looks like people are still enjoying the nice weather. Now, of course, things are expected to change. We're going to start working toward that. And you can see, I went ahead and showed those alerts. I'm excited. The Sierra Nevada is getting some activity. And boy, that is really the backbone of our water sources. As anyone knows, from pretty much usually late spring this year, it's going to be a little bit earlier, all the way into next season for rain and snow. So this is good news. Of course, beyond that, though, once you get into Arizona and Nevada, they're not expecting enough rain to offset the chance of some more wind. They have heightened fire concerns. And speaking of severe weather, boy, the South is lighting up again through, what is that, Georgia, South Carolina. And this is going to work its way all the way up the East Coast. Probably not quite as severe as you see right there, but all of that flashing. Heavy thunderstorms, lightning strikes, and unfortunately a few tornadoes are being reported. Hopefully not too much damage. And there's your highs today. Santa Barbara pretty close to where you should be for this time of year. A little more straight onshore wind in Santa Maria puts you pretty noticeably below where you should be. And everybody 50s and 60s. No 70s to talk about, and probably won't see those for at least another 2, maybe 3 days before we bounce back the other way, and we might actually bounce back very noticeably. Right now, currently 50s, 66 in Gaviota. You're the warm spot. Actually, I take that back. Cuyama at 70. Gaviota, though, getting just a little bit of that north wind, which we typically see, so it's turning slightly offshore there. Everybody else more or less getting straight in off the ocean, so that's the onshore direction, and that means moisture values as we see a lot of energy upstream starting to pump up just a bit. So more marine layers expected. The cloud cover expected to thicken up as we head into tomorrow, and that's because we're seeing some changes. Finally, the Pacific door is opening, and it's not just crashing down on the middle of the country. It's actually opening up just enough that it's going to come just far enough south that will take away some of this above average temperatures, bring in the cool conditions and breezy conditions, and now we'll try to pinpoint that rain for you using our futurecast. And there it is tomorrow. We'll go ahead and say that a good threat for the morning hours in our extreme northwestern areas, and then as we pump it through the day, this is not very much. If you look at the color code right there, it's on the sort of low end of maybe a moderate rain that might fall for a little while and then pass pretty quick, so we don't expect a whole lot out of this, but at least it's something. And then by the evening hours, and this would be your Oscar time, and that's right about where the zone would be if I do my freeways correctly. That looks like that's, yeah, that'd be the 101, 405, so right about here. That's about where the Oscars are, so it looks like they may dodge a bullet as they do their little red carpet deal. As far as the rest of us, though, through the night and into the evening, maybe even into very early Monday before it all blows out of here. And just how much rain are we expecting? Well, not a whole lot. In fact, watch right here. 2/10 on the high end. I'll step out of the way and you can see your area. Maybe just fractional amounts, just slightly above trace amounts as you head farther south and east. Wind will also be fairly calm the next couple of days, a little breezy here and there, but then as we head toward the middle of next week, we expect to see more north wind and a return to the offshore winds, which I'll show you in the 7-day in just a moment. Look at the temperatures. Boy, not much to talk about as far as warmth. Both tomorrow and Monday will go back up a little bit on Monday, but not a whole lot. Still in the 50s and lower 60s. Bigger changes by Tuesday. And again, I'll show you that in just a minute. There's your temperatures for your area. And look at that, the icon. I like that. That is computerized, and it is saying bring on the rain. So good. Even though we don't expect a lot, at least it is something finally. So showers expected, breezy, windy, and cool conditions for those areas, especially the farther north and west you go, and the earlier you will see it. As you head down into Ventura County, probably closer to late afternoon, early evening, some sprinkles will start to fall. A little bit of surf out there. We actually have a decent southern hemisphere swell working its way through the region, and that means we have high surf advisory down in Orange County. The rest of us, though, get heightened surf awareness. Basically, it's a low-end advisory for Ventura County. Once you get up into southern Santa Barbara County, of course, it gets blocked by the islands. And now, our all-important 7-day forecast. There it is. We clear and we keep it cool by Monday. Tuesday, look at that. We start to bounce the other way. Much warmer by Wednesday as we see a stronger offshore flow developing. So we go from 50s and 60s to a couple of 80s and even high 60s and 70s for the beach communities. So it's going to be warm by the middle of the week, and then it's pretty quiet through the rest of the period as we head into next weekend. Tracy?
All right, thank you for that. Coming up, a look at our closest national park during National Park Week. And high school sports ramping up and racing to the finish. That's still ahead on your local news channel, live at 6.